as we said, the first LZ is going to be fast rope. Don't go above 30 meters, but around 20, because we've got good defilade there. We won't get shot at. We're going to try and drop them right on the pass.
Alright, Delta, mount up.
Don't take my bird.
That's 4-1. That's first in line.
Yeah, that's also got my spit on it with my radios and my light set up.
Man, I don't want your semen stains on my boots.
You can't get any of the helicopters then.
So that happens when you ride that Black Hawk.
Radio check 70.
Do it for today since we're a bit rusty.
Fob Shifty, this is Phoenix 4-1 signing on 7-5, flight of 3 UH-60 Black Hawk show spooling in helicopter staging area.
Spooling up.
Roger.
Suggestion, let's take off southeast. It's gonna be better off.
Yeah, that should be on your map right now. I've got a loose flight plan going up there.
Yeah, 4-tree spool.
Headburn.
4-2 spool.
All landing clear to the left. Fob Shifty, this is Phoenix 4-1 on 7-5, show lift, taxi Mike 1-2, Sierra 2, departing to the southeast.
Be advised, it's not getting any brighter than this.
Of course, it's not getting any brighter than this.
We really need to get the boost to police this airfield. There's fog everywhere.
Walking around with hand fans blowing it off the field so we can see.
Exactly.
Fob Shifty, this is Phoenix 4-1 showing holding short of active, waiting for trail.
Be advised, 4-tree's got his NVGs in his backpack, and he seems to be unable to get them out in the cockpit.
Roger, if you need to dismount to do so, you can.
Nah, I think it should be good. That's
Like I say, you really need NVGs right now?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's maybe I don't need them.
I wanted it just difficult enough for them to see, or not be able to, whichever.
Yeah, sure. I'm saddled, good to go.
Hey, for
Fob Shifty, Phoenix 4-1, show lift, taking active, departing southeast.
just direct depart from here.
Phoenix flight, show full power.
Alright, we're gonna bank to the left and come up through this valley. Just ignore the lack of terrain detail to the starboard side.
4-tree clear of active runway.
Fob Shifty, this is Phoenix 4-1.
User left your channel.
7-1. This is Phoenix 4-1, signing on 7-1, flight of 3 UH-60 Black Hawks, pushing to LZ.
4-1, someone just jumped out of your bird.
Yeah, Harris. Looks like Harris disconnected. If he comes back, I'll just teleport him over to the LZ when we get close.
What's your current, 4-tree and 7.1, what's current airspeed? It seemed to be right up on you guys.
I am presently at 140. And actually, we missed our turn. So I'm going to bank up to the left and crest the hill. We'll come back down to the valley on the opposite side. Decelerating to 100 to make the climb.
Yeah. Solid copy 100.
Just call me on the radio to call my number because I can't hear on the other.
Can't use a Cypress?
England's sad I didn't bring my chips on this flight because I'm kind of hungry now.
I haven't. I can barely hear you now on the radio.
Roger. Have you tried increasing your radio?
7560
Oh yeah, let me try that.
Cresting the Hill.
Your right click, I believe.
That's better. I knew this valley was over here somewhere.
Good. Now look up.
See what happens when you give an LT a compass and a map?
Interrogative, he'll run miracles.
Roger that. Alright, presently cruising at 120, decelerating through the valley, running nap.
Hey, firm. Alright, guys, remember, this has to be swift and fast. Please keep in mind, there is a mine threat, so watch out for that.
Accelerating to 150.
So the fastest box.
Copy 150.
Hey, firm.
Roger.
4142, confirm we're all touching down at the same time. We're not touching down but popping the ropes.
Roger that. We're going to get a nice little column going, keep it nice and tight. We're going to drop ropes at the same time and then have them dismount. 1.5 clicks to LZ.
1.5.
Dagger, this is... Speaker, wow. Dagger, this is Phoenix 4-1 on 70. We are 1 click to LZ.
Dagger copies.
$30 seconds.
4142, massive desync almost
30
landed to you.
seconds.
Roger that. We're getting close to render range for all this stuff that's up there, so that's going to happen. Approaching LZ at 100, break, changing stations back.
I'm going to take your east side for the approach.
Roger that. Make yourself the hill crest. Correction trail.
42 be advised, collision lanes around. 42 taking fire.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fire.
Alright, 4-1's going to drop ropes. Dagger, this is Phoenix. Drop ropes.
Dropping ropes. Rope drop.
You are clear to drop.
Fast rope out.
Yeah, is it safe? Go, go.
Yeah, I believe so. Okay.
Ropes tossed. Ropes tossed.
One go. One go. Jump into action. Alright, let's go.
Dagger on the deck.
Who's not allowed out of the bird?
4-2 is
You
good to
go.
go.
4-1 good to go. Cut the ropes.
Bird 2, bring her in.
Last man out.
Breaking left, cut down to the vat.
No, not out yet. Wait. All I got was cut. Oh, shit, I got switch.
Be advised, last man out. Time now.
Roger that. Roger that. Resume
Four
orbit in
three,
the
clear
valley.
deck.
Cut ropes.
Dagger, this is Phoenix 4. Advise, we're going to take up orbit in the valley to your southeast. Call when ready for extract.
Yeah, stay safe.
Watch yourselves.
I see it.
Keep you guys posted.
Hey, firm, we'll be here.
I think that that drop went really well. That looked sexy as fuck.
A firm.
Let's in the future have one set direction we're all departing to until everyone's clear of the LZ so we don't have this going on.
Absolutely. Form up on my tail. We're going to orbit. It's going to be a few minutes for them to clear these objectives, so I figure we can touch down and we can talk about it. Actually, follow me down. We're going to touch down on the road in the valley, and then we can dismount.
Sorry to let you pass me, Hank.
Passing you from the left.
Fights.
Find some real estate on the road and you should be good.
A-frame, would you suggest third person?
I would.
Side copy. Come back around.
Also, make sure your hazard lights aren't on.
I was gonna say, let's actually have them on because you guys are exactly the same color as the trees. So when you are basically, well, whatever, I'll turn them off.
I get what you're saying. I just know that if it was real world, they'd shit a chicken, just like what happened last time.
Wow, really? Fucking tree just right there.
Meko!
Sorry, I had to get a screenshot because you looked sexy up there.
Tree on the deck.
Be advised, troops in contact.
Tree's spooled lifting.
Core 2 is in the currently clockwise 2-click orbit around the target.
Roger that.
Tree's gonna settle up on you for one until we get in orbit. Just get your fucking app.
Ha! I can see the sun from here.
These are fucking detriment.
User joined your channel.
KMH, ingressing to link up with 42.
Currently pushing 260, let me decrease speed.
Roger that, moving to flank off your right side.
$1,500 ASL at 200 kilometers an hour.
Roger that, coming in at 285.
Training base
Bearing 060. Bank. Whoa! My main rotor just went out. I'm dropping like a stone. That's weird. Okay, bye-bye. It was fun.
Pilot LT. For tree on 7.1, you survived the crash?
Yes. There's something there, because didn't Howell have that happen to him in the same spot yesterday?
Yeah, it was a tail rotor and it was somewhere around LZ Hammer.
Roger. Respawning, I'm back in a minute. BRB.
Solid copy.
User joined your channel.
Right up on you again. Tree settled up on you. What's your flight speed?
Currently 180 and pushing to 200.
Solid copy, 180, pushing 200. Let's bang up that collector because Chief wants to fucking go.
Gonna bypass this mountain from the left and come around for the orbit from the other side.
Solid copy, banking around mountain to left for pulling around orbit. And the Chief outruns me again. God damn it. At the right time. That's above. Slowing speed 200. Because that is my optimal falling distance.
4-1 back on comms.
Push all power you have on the engines. We're going to fly over that mountain.
Solid copy, full collective.
Try and maintain 200 kph forwards, but bring the vertical speed up to at least 5 meters a second.
Solid copy. Pushing vertical speed 5 meters per second, maintaining speed 200 kph.
I'm at 17 meters a second. Looks like I'm just barely gonna clear the mountain.
Hey, firm, I got collective open all the way, so.
Clearing the top.
Solid, reducing speed. I'm clear.
Gonna maintain 1900 ASL so we don't have to fly over that again.
Hey, 4241, how do you monitor ASL?
The how do you call it? The altimeter watch. You can get.
Oh, yeah.
You can get the vertical speed and the altitude in above sea level.
Shit, that's brilliant. I didn't even think about that. Alright, coming up on the formation from the south.
I got eyes on.
I'm gonna start decreasing speed to 200 now.
Dagger, this is 4-1 on 70. Any ground element monitoring 70, this is Phoenix 4-1.
Any station on 70, this is Phoenix 4-2.
Roger, review 2x5, what's your status over?
Copy you 1x5, say again. 4-2 on 70, I copy you 1 by 5.
Break formation and pull it in closer so we can range them.
So I copy 4 tree pulling out.
Ground actual, this is 4-1 on 70.
Ground over.
A firm, what's your status, over?
The 2 objectives are clear, wondering where the ELC is.
Roger, we're going to extract at the engineer objective, one bird at a time. So get your team ready, I will fly in and pick you up, and then once we extract, we'll lift the second team and third.
Copy, over.
Falling back into formation. Nice little slip and slide, Chief. Or LT. Oops, I'm doing it.
Roger, orbiting at 80 kmh.
Oh, I fucking nailed it. Hey, firm. 0 kph.
I'm still in the 2-click orbit.
Roger that. If you wanna pull it in. Let's say bring it into like 1 click.
Copy that.
There you are, Chief. Uh, 401, 4 tree on 7.1. Be advised your door is open.
Yeah, I know, it won't shut. When I touch down, I'm gonna hop out and close it. I just wanted to enjoy the view.
Hey, firm, I hear that. Wish I'd thought of that.
He's just trying to be 160 SOAR with their Blackhawks and no doors.
Damn right. Better air conditioning up here.
Actual, this ET8 extract, over.
80. Not 80. Probably plenty, actually.
User left your channel.
414 tree on 7.1. Be advised you're hopping around a bit, so I'm gonna give you some space.
Roger that.
Actual, this is Phoenix 4-1 on 70. Any ground element on 70, this is Phoenix 4-1.
Ground element 4 tree on 70.
With 4-2, I'm seeing movement at the east end of the village. Looks like friendly infantry.
Ground, this is 4-1 on 70.
Dagger, Phoenix 4-2 on 70.
Fogway, I had to step off comms for 5 mics. Oh, I see them. They're coming in now. I'm ready to go touchdown.
Solid copy. 4 trees email.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Air ground, need you to wave off. We're detonating.
Roger that. Waving off.
Wave off, they're detonating.
Solid copy. Increase in distance. Oh, I'm hit. Anti-torque rotor's out.
Say again, you're hit?
Was it the explosion?
Walking out.
4-3, you up?
Still awake. Trying to rock out of this, but it's not loving me.
Roger. Get a little forward momentum and kind of ease yourself down to the ground. If you can touch down, I can repair you.
Hey, firm. It's gonna be a bit tricky. It's like spinning like a fucking top.
Yeah, get forward momentum. It'll take the power off your ATRQ. You should be able to guide yourself down.
4 tree sign on 7.5. Taking Blackhawks, pulling up pads, heading direct east for emergency departure. Flight, this is Phoenix 4 tree on 71.1, be advised. Hopping a Blackhawk, heading to you with quickness.
4-1 lifting.
4 negative, negative, negative. Disregard. Oh, you're alive. We're down to Saigon.
Air element, this is 4 tree on 71.1.
Send it 4-3.
Interrogative. For comment, I believe that that was a bit more than anti-torque rotor loss because I managed to get 200 kph and was still spinning like a top.
Roger,
You need the forward momentum facing your nose to clear the fin.
No, that's an A-firm. I know about ATQ loss. That was a bit strange. I'm about 4 mics or 4 clicks out and I'm moving with the quickness.
4-2 is in from the west. Correction, in from the east. Copy that.
LZ's clear.
Roger, let the engineers know that their bird will be here in a few minutes.
Four two on the deck.
Copy.
4 tree, 2 clicks out. Okay, that was fucking weird. Four tree on 71.1.
Phoenix 4-3 Dagger 1-1 watch ETA. 4-2 is lifting in 10 seconds.
This is 4 tree 70. I'm 8 clicks out. I can be there pretty much instantly.
Copy, expedited it.
Four two coming up. Pushing
eyes
to
on
the
it.
north.
4 trees going in. 4 trees coming in for landing.
Dagger, be advised, just ported 1 times code name T. Smith to LZ.
Dagger copies, he'll hop a ride on the last bird with the rest of us. Got actual all weapons team on the ground waiting for Phoenix 4-3.
Fortune the deck. 4 trees on the deck.